There absolutely was an imminent threat, and the imminent threat was that we knew that if Iran was attacked, and we believed they would be attacked, that they would immediately come after us. And we were not going to sit there and absorb a blow before we responded. No presidential administration has ever accepted the War Powers Act as constitutional. Not Republican presidents, not Democratic presidents. That said, we have followed the notification at 48 hours. We're here today. I've done more Gang of Eight briefings than I got in the 4 years that Biden was president and I was a member of the Gang of Eight. All of that said, we've complied with the law 100%, and we're going to continue to comply with it.
And that's Secretary of State Marco Rubio yesterday, along with President Trump, briefing the Gang of Eight yesterday. Rubio told reporters Iran absolutely posted an imminent threat to the United States. Moments ago, the U.S. Embassy in Riyadh issued a security alert saying that there is a threat of imminent missile and UAV attacks over Dhahran, and to not come to the U.S. consulate in Riyadh. This ahead of the Trump administration's briefing to both chambers of Congress later today on the actions taken in Iran. Now, the Senate is set to vote on a war powers resolution today, which would restrict President Trump's authority over military use without congressional approval. The House voting on their own version on Thursday. Joining me now is Oklahoma Senator Markwayne Mullin, a member of the Senate Armed Services Committee. Senator, thanks very much for being here this morning. What are you expecting from this war powers resolution later today?
Well, this is Tim Kaine's ability to continue to do this. He's put this war powers resolution on the Senate floor multiple times. I'm not really sure how it's going to go. This is a motion that will only require 51 votes to pass. I'm sure that John Fetterman is going to vote no on it. There's going to be the majority of the Democrats are going to vote for it. And I'm sure that Rand Paul is going to vote for it, but I'm not sure this thing is going to pass. It's going to be close. We were counting the votes yesterday, but I don't think there's any way it's going to pass the House. We've already been talking to our Republican friends on the House side, and there's quite a few Democrats on the House side that are going to vote no on it.
Yeah, and I spoke with John Fetterman from Pennsylvania. He said that I'm absolutely going to vote this down. Right. So, to your point, there are Democrats who are uncomfortable with this. What are they trying to do?
It's not the timing for it. This isn't the right time for this. I mean, no one, I don't care if you're a Republican or a Democrat, no one can deny that Iran has been a threat to the United States for 47 years, since November of 1979, when they took 66 students or 66 hostages, all the way up till June of 2025. They have been attacking the United States, home and abroad if they could, and they've killed thousands and injured thousands. And so to deny that they're not a threat is impossible. But the process to which the Democrats want to complain about what President Trump is doing here is the same Democrats that's been silent when Joe Biden did the same thing and Barack Obama did the same thing.
Yeah, and we should point out that the last war powers resolution that passed in 2020 was over the fatal drone strike against Iranian General Soleimani. And, of course, it was vetoed by President Trump. So whose side are you on here?
It's exactly right. Whose side are you on? Whose side is the Democrats on? Because it's everything that President Trump does is bad. But when Barack Obama in his last year in office dropped 26,000 bombs on 6 different countries, including Libya, Syria, Afghanistan, Pakistan, the Democrats said nothing. They were completely silent on it. And even when Barack Obama took out civilians, American civilians, completely quiet on it. But when President Trump finally stands up to a murderous regime with the Ayatollah that has been a thorn on the American side for over 47 years, now all of a sudden the Democrats are crying foul. I don't understand it. You can't make sense out of it.
Let me get your take on defense spending and what is going to happen with regard to a potential supplemental spending package. How would you assess the stockpile and weaponry that the U.S. has, given the fact that so many of our assets are now at work?
Well, the president put out a True Social post and said we are well stocked. I can tell you that We went through a period of time during Joe Biden's administration where they were giving away a lot of our munitions, and they weren't investing on restocking them. Soon as President Trump came to office and Secretary Hegseth went to work, we made this a priority. And so we're probably not where we want to be, but we have plenty in stock. We have plenty of munitions to be aggressive and fight this for as long as we need to take out the threat that the Iranian Ayatollah and this extreme movement poses for our men and women in the region, plus our allies that's in the region.
Well, good. Thank you for that, and thank you for putting that in as a priority. Are you expecting a debate on a potential defense supplemental package?
When the president comes to, or Secretary Hegseth comes to Congress and asks specifics on what they need, I'm sure the Republican Party is going to rally behind him and give him the assets that he needs right now. We've heard rumors that they might be coming to Congress asking, but at the same time, when I spoke to the president and the Pentagon, they said they're in good shape right now because this is part of their plan. The question is how long can this Nazara plan, which is what they're operating off right now, which I mean they, meaning the regime underneath the Ayatollah. Since there's no leadership, these were pre-planned, what they call a dead switch, but the Iranians, they call it Nazara. This opportunity that they have, they're going to continue to shoot at what they had pre-planned prior to the attack.
Yep.
What we don't understand is how much longer they can sustain it or how many more delivery systems they have. We're taking them out one by one. So if they're able to carry this fight on for weeks, then they may have to come back. But what our plan is so far, we're in good shape, and we're able to continue and sustain the fight moving forward without the authorization of different supplements from Congress.